Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Two Sides to Opinion podcast. I'm the guy driving this bus as usual, Marcus. I got my two same passengers as I always have, and Jones and Coach Josh. We got a special guest, but we'll get to her shortly. First thing I want to do is tell you guys, if you haven't, please go hit that click, like, and subscribe button so you can get the updated information and all the new content that we currently put out. Thank y'all for that. So let's go ahead and get into who this young lady is. Her name is Micaiah Joubert. She plays at PVMU on the women's golf team. If you haven't known, she led the Lady Panthers to the Fall SWAC Championship with her other cohorts. Shout out to those ladies who is Brianne Briggs and Neve Figueroa as they had strong performances. But we go lead this with the young lady at hand, Miss Micaiah Joubert.
Hi,
How
everyone.
you how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
We're fine. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Micaiah Joubert. I am a junior at Prairie A&M University, and I'm an education major.
Outstanding.
Well, as you guys can see behind her, they're holding that trophy, and that's from the Fall SWAC Championship. And look who's smack dab in the middle. It's Micaiah. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this thing kicked off. And we're going to start with somebody special close to her heart. Coach Josh, go ahead and get it started for us, man.
Good afternoon. Um, so I guess this podcast episode is special for me because this is my niece, the winner, the first place winner. So the team not only finished first, but she did also. So I am a proud uncle of that. Very proud uncle. Um, so let's get this thing started. I have a three-part question. You can answer them in any order.
Mm-hmm.
So who or what inspired you to play golf, and that passion for golf? How did that lead you to wanting to play on the college level?
Great question. I would say my dad and my brother inspired me to start playing golf because my brother played before I did, and I was like, obviously it's my older brother, so I was like, well, I want to play too, and I fell in love with it. My passion, I guess it led me to like be determined and committed, and just to like want to do it because I loved it. Um, and once I picked it up, that's all I wanted to do was play golf. I would ask my parents all the time to go hit golf balls or to go play. And so I would say my commitment, my time, my effort, and determination led me to play at the collegiate level.
Okay. I like that. That sounds good. And for my last question,
Mm-hmm.
it's dear to my heart and probably you also. Who is your favorite uncle?
Well, you.
Man, I'm winning all the way around, baby. I'm winning. I'm
I
winning.
love it.
I do have a follow up question between you and your brother. Who you feel is the best, and can he
Well,
best you at times?
yes, he's beat me before, but I think I'm still better.
Understandable,
Right.
understandable. So I'm the next question is going to come from Jones. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to him. Go ahead, Jones.
Well, very nice to meet you. Appreciate you coming on and being with us this evening. We had talked a little bit before the show about how difficult golf can be, right? Especially as someone new to the game. So my question to you would be, what strategies do you use to stay focused and confident during high pressure moments for tournaments or any play that you have?
Some strategies I use are taking deep breaths. I sing songs to myself, and I
Mhm.
try talking to my opponents because it helps to calm me down. And I've learned that um, to play my best golf, I can't be 100% focused on golf, if that makes sense. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but golf is 90% mental and 10% physical. So if you don't have to, like, you have to have your mental on top to be playing good golf. And that's where the balance comes in. Me and my teammates would describe me as 60% fun and 40% serious. And that's just for me, though. Everybody plays differently. Everybody has different, personalities. So it just depends on who the person is. But those strategies also help me to be confident in my golf game. And I don't have to worry about, like, what shot comes next or, like, what I'm doing on the next hole because I'm present in the moment.
So as a new player, like, how did you find that balance? Right? Because you said 60-40, and that's very specific. So, like, through your journey, how did you strike that balance?
Oh, I didn't find that until end of my freshman year of college, because obviously it was new to me. Like, playing on the collegiate level was new to me. So I was like, oh, this is fun. And it was my first time being on a team, like, with more than myself. So I was really wrapped up in having an actual team. And then my teammates and my coach helped me to figure out, like, I don't have to be 100% focused on the golf. Like, I can have fun too while I'm playing golf. Like, that's the whole point. If you're not having fun while you're doing it.
Sure. And last follow-up question. So you said you talked to to the competitors, right? So are you smack talking, or are you just having casual conversation?
We just have casual conversation. Yes. But it helps keep my mind off of, like, what I'm doing right now.
Gotcha.
I have a question too. What's your favorite go-to song when you're in those moments?
They change. Like, a random song will just pop in my head, and I'll just sing it for 5-10 holes, and then it'll keep going. There's never one song I keep playing.
I got some. There's somebody who just posted something in the chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you see it live. Okay.
So.
So anyway, that brings me to my question.
Yes.
I know you hit on a little bit of the points of things and being mentally. It brings me to my question with, how do you manage the demands of being a student athlete, especially balancing practice, travel, and classwork?
Time management, and I found a routine that works best for me. Before we leave for a tournament, I make sure that I have as much homework done as I possibly can do. That way I don't have to worry about it over, like, however many days we're gone for a tournament, and I can just focus on the tournament. For practice is really, like, go when you can. And sometimes I only have about an hour and a half to practice because the drive to practice, drive back, whatever. I focus on quality over quantity. And I know reps is, like, what helps you get better in, like, most sports. But if you're not doing it correctly, what's the point of doing it? So I focus on quality over quantity. And then also, when we do travel, sometimes we get back late and we have the option to not go to class. I still go to class because I'm a student athlete. I'm here for a degree. But I also go so I can ask questions about material that I missed in class whenever I was gone.
So I do have one question to that, and that would be, what routine is it that you set that helps?
That changes every semester because I have different classes and different times. But for this semester, I had a 10 a.m. And so I would go in between my 10 and my 3 o'clock, which was about 2.5 hours maybe. And then Tuesdays I was free until 5 o'clock, so I would go. And Thursdays I didn't have anything, so I was at the golf course 4+ hours to do my stuff. But I usually try and get my homework done ahead of time as well, so I don't have to, even if we're not traveling, just so I can keep up with my classwork.
Got you. Somebody in the chat shouted out, "Hey, little brother, what's going on? Glad to have you as a follower. Glad to see you on. How you doing, Ashley?" So we'll keep this moving. Go back to Jones. Jones, go ahead and finish this up for us, man. You muted.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. No, so I have the final question, but before I even get to that, there's something that Marcus said at the very beginning, and something I wanted to ask you about. How does it even feel to be a champion, right? Because that takes a lot of hard work, right? So after you've, had your journey and you get to that final destination, what does it feel like to be a champion?
It felt great. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and I know I'm gonna get more. So, but it also felt good because I felt good about it, and I was proud of myself, and my teammates were proud of me too. They were hyping me up. So,
Right. Did you feel fulfilled once you met that milestone, that goal?
No.
Or did it
I
drive
want
you
more.
to keep going? Okay. Got you.
With being
Go
a
ahead,
leading catalyst, as you were in that tournament, did you feel any pressure to continue being that, or was it just I'm in that moment and I'm gonna keep going?
I was in that moment. I was gonna keep going. I had peace.
Good.
Yes.
Did your teammates is it so with golf usually you're by yourself, but I know that you're currently on the team, and now that you have teammates, are they talking to you? Do you get to see them as you're playing? Give us just a little bit of insight of what that looks like as you're coming down the road of a championship.
So they stagger us. So there's 5 players. So one person will start on 1, and then 2, 3, 4. So we get to see each other every couple holes, because obviously we're playing with different people. We can't play together. So sometimes we'll wave or we'll say hi. We will yell across the golf course. We do not care. We don't care. But that's really the only time I get to see them on the golf course is every couple holes.
Got you. Go ahead, Jones.
Yeah. So, where do you see golf taking you after college? Do you plan on going pro? Do you want to coach, or do you want to use your skills that you've learned in a completely different field?
At one point I didn't want to go pro, but I don't. I feel like that's not where God is leading me now. I want to be a teacher, so I'm going to use my skills for teaching. And I think I also would enjoy coaching, on the side as part-time, because it's still teaching. It's just teaching golf.
Gotcha. So what skills or what have you learned in your golfing journey that you can apply to being a teacher?
Confidence, patience,
yeah.
hard work, determination.
Okay.
Dedication.
Love it. Dedication.
Yes.
Indeed. Well, no, I appreciate your answers. And we definitely need more educators. So I appreciate you taking that journey. Do you know what grade do you want to teach? Are you looking at, K through 5, middle school, high school, college?
When I graduate, my degree is going to be in early childhood through 6, but I want to teach kindergarten.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. My little girl is going to be in kindergarten next year, so I'm sure she would have loved have you as a teacher. So, but of course,
I do have a follow-up question.
Yes, sir.
If the pro life comes calling, would you take a second guess at it? Would you look at it? Would you look into it? Would you give it a try?
I'd probably look into it. Yeah. I don't know.
Have you been approached?
No.
Shout out to a future Black educator.
Yes.
I got a question, Marcus.
Go ahead.
When was the last time did the women's or the men's win in golf?
Years.
So it's been years? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for us to win together at this last tournament was big for us. And have 2 of the individual champions be from PV2 was big.
Okay.
Yes.
Setting history.
And so, when they gonna come out with the preseason rankings?
I believe they're out already.
Okay. And what are y'all ranked right now?
Not very good, but we're on our way up.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I
Well, that's
will say
good.
somebody doubled down in the chat saying that Uncle Josh is the favorite.
Better be.
Well, yes.
Better be.
So we do have a few minutes, and I do want to give those in the chat an opportunity to talk to a champion. If you guys have any questions regarding college or her individual status as a champion, team-wise or individually, please go ahead and drop a question. I get that over there to her. Besides, how is the travel? Like, can you I want people to know what it's like on the college level to travel, because I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of people underestimate that value. Has it been fun?
Okay, yes. For most of them, if they're out of state, we go by plane. And we'll leave the day before our practice round. That way we can get accustomed to if there's a time change, or just to go practice on the golf course before our practice round, and it's also a time to do homework before we have to actually start playing. For this last tournament, we actually took a charter bus and we drove from Houston to Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham. 15 hours, however long it was, but it was good team bonding in the bus because it was guys and girls. So we had the speaker going, we're playing games. It was just fun.
So there's a few questions that came in.
Yes.
How do you prepare for a tournament? What is it like playing 36 holes in one day?
To prepare for a tournament, obviously I practice, but I also whatever I know whatever I know I need to be working on, whether it be chipping off the tee, my putting, that's what I really hone in and focus on before we leave for that tournament. And then it was, what's it like playing 36 holes?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a lot. It's not easy. It's hard, difficult, especially for walking, because it'll get hot eventually. You're on the golf course for 10 to 12 hours at a time. There's no breaks in between, nothing. So it's difficult, but like I said, golf is a mental game, so you have to make sure your mental is correct, because it can take a lot out of you. But I love it.
How do you rehydrate? Because it's like you said, it's 10 to 12 hours. So after you play your first hole, is it 45-minute rest or hour rest, and then you get right back on it? Give us an insight on that.
Usually I'll drink water or a Gatorade the night before. That way I'm pre-hydrated, I guess. And then I just keep drinking water every 3 holes. I also eat every 3 holes because you need your energy up, because you're doing all this walking and you're hitting the golf ball. All the energy gone. So we drink Gatorade and what's that stuff called? Liquid IV. We have some of that stuff too, because that'll help. And then also having protein snacks, not a bunch of sugar. Obviously sugar is fast energy and whatnot, but you need that sustained energy.
Well done. We have another question that just came in. What advice would you give young golfers who want to play college golf?
I would give young golfers, don't give up. Keep practicing, keep learning. It's a long journey. It's a long road, but if you put in the time and you put in the effort and you really want to get better and go to that level, you just have to do it. You just have to be disciplined and take the time out of your day instead of scrolling on your phone or watching TV or just sitting and doing something. Go put in the extra time and the extra effort to get better.
Did you guys hear that? Instead of scrolling on your phone or watching Netflix, get out there and put in the extra time. Trust her. She's there. She's doing it. She's showing you proof with not only team championships, but individual championships. So we, on behalf of Two Sides to Opinion podcast, we want to tell you thank you so much for coming on and giving us your knowledge and spending your time with us. We look forward to seeing you here soon at that SWAC championship in the spring, hopefully telling us you're a 2-time champion, okay?
Yes, with my ring.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. You have
Yes,
a good
thank
one.
you. Thank
Guys,
you.
if you got any parting words, go ahead.
No, again, I appreciate you coming on. It's always good to highlight and elevate Black excellence. So, and the fact that we have the ability to talk to a champion is great and outstanding for us. So, again, appreciate you coming on, taking your time, and we appreciate the influence and leadership that you provided tonight.
Yes, of course.
Best uncle.
So,
Right?
here you go.
Yes, baby. Hey, yep, Uncle proud. Yep, I love you. Keep working.
Yes.
Make sure that you got to understand that you have a target on your back now. That's
Right.
the size of whatever is circular and big.
Right.
Just to know that it's that big. Do
Okay.
you understand?
Yes.
All right, yep, and you keep God first.
Yes.
And you love yourself and tell the people, because you know that me and Marcus is close.
Right.
So I know you may have your schedule. Tell the people that's in the Houston area, when is y'all next tournament? Because I know it's gonna be a couple months, but time is rolling. So
locally we have one in we have two in March. One is in Abilene
okay.
and one's in Katy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good then.
Katy, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to come
Texas.
out, support, show love to PVMU, who's down the road from Houston, please do so. Come show love to the young ladies and young men of PVMU. Thank you so much, and you have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. All right, gentlemen, that was fun. Glad she came on. Very interesting to learn about golf in the women's section. I'm proud to have someone of her stature come on. I look forward to more in the future. So let's jump in to our topics. It was a sad weekend for certain teams, and we're going to start off with one particular. Is it the end? Is it the end of the dynasty? And with Patrick Mahomes going down, it begs the question that I'm really looking forward to and hearing you guys' answers on is, what does next year look like for the Kansas City Chiefs? It's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Jones. Jones, go ahead and give us your insight on what you think the Kansas City Chiefs will look like next year.
Yeah, so I know that you were talking about dynasty, and I know you were talking about do we think this is it for the Kansas City Chiefs? I don't, right? However, the next 2 years will be rough. So if you're a Kansas City fan, go ahead and buckle in. Seriously, it's going to be you might win 6, maybe 7 games. But listen, they're going to have to retool. I think because Patrick Mahomes is done, Travis Kelce is done. I think he was already thinking about retirement. So at this point, I think because he knows what this type of injury looks like, there's no need to come back, right? Because Patrick Mahomes won't be right next year in 26. He won't be right until 27, in my opinion. To get back to playing high-level Patrick Mahomes football. So Travis Kelce is going to be gone. I think Chris Jones might go ahead and hang it up, right? So the key pieces for Kansas City will be gone and or recovering. And at this point, they're going to have to retool. I think they need to go ahead and get a new offensive coordinator, right? Because I think offensive coordinator did have a hand in the Kansas City Chiefs looking abysmal on top of the talent, right? So they're going to have to retool with this talent. So they need to go out, get some pieces, gearing up for 27, right? Because to tell you the truth, I don't even know if I would let Patrick Mahomes play next year. I would get him ready for 27, and then I would make sure that I retooled and had receiver, tight end, defensive end, cornerback taken care of before he even hits the field again. So Do I think the dynasty is over? No. However, the next couple of years is going to be rough for Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Gotcha. I got a quick question I got to answer. They asked, where can I subscribe? You can subscribe on Twitch and YouTube under the name of Two Sides to Opinion Podcast. So to anybody out there that's watching, please go hit that click and subscribe button, like, so you can get all the updated information that's coming out. Go to you, Coach Josh. Right? You know what?
You ain't even Coach Josh no more. You favorite uncle.
Yeah, you favorite uncle now, man. Favorite uncle.
Hey, bro, we all gotta have a title, baby.
Right.
We all gotta have a title, baby. I'm gonna say this. I don't know yet if the dynasty is over or if it's gonna continue. We're gonna have to come back to that one. But we did discuss, like earlier up in these podcasts, and I know I was one of the ones that said they were done. The mojo is over. And man, I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. I like how he makes the game exciting with the throws, with the runs and all of that. But they brought back mostly everybody this year, and it seems like they just kept getting worse and worse. And I know y'all say that after Eric Bieniemy left, they won a championship, they made it to the Super Bowl and all of this. But Matt Nagy, he's not it. And the word is he might be gone after this year. So we're going to see where that lead. Now, I'm hearing this may be Andy Reid last year. So that might be a big, big blow to the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes not coming back. Most likely Kelsey gonna shut it down and start his life with the Swiftie lady. And you lose Andy Reid too? Ooh.
Listen, I didn't know that there were rumors swirling that Andy Reid was going to be gone. So if Andy Reid is gone,
yeah,
that's that may be the end of it. Because I think the two pieces you got to have is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes to make this thing work. And if Big Red is gone, that may be it. So I may change my answer depending on future information about Andy Reid.
Yeah. And because the thing is that Matt Nagy is probably gone. They don't like how the offense look. And we still see the same people from last year that's on there this year. But I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, man, y'all got the same defense, same offense. But it just seemed that all those games that they were winning by this much, not anymore. You have better coaching in that division now, so it's harder to win those games. So, man, we gonna see, man. We gonna circle back to this.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. There's a few other things that I'll add. First thing I want to say, scotch it. We don't gotta see y'all no more, boy. You know what I mean? We ain't seeing no Chiefs Kingdom shirts. We ain't seeing no Big Red. We ain't seeing no Kermit voice. I'm sorry to say, man, but it is what it is. And we don't gotta see Swift and her shake it off on TV during the playoffs. With that being said, KZ has a lot of answers that they gonna have to try to figure out, and a few of them is who's playing quarterback, also who's playing running back. Pacheco and Hunt are currently free agents after this year.
Pacheco is not in the plans.
Neither is Hunt. You got to go do something different.
For the right price, I think Hunt will come back.
But I'm saying
they need to bring Hunt back, man. I think he's done, and I think there isn't another NFL team that would pick him up.
Yeah,
I agree. So they got to answer that question. Then they got some key free agents on that defense. You got Charles Omenihu and Leo Chanel. Leo Chanel played linebacker, who was good, and Omenihu had some big sacks last year for them. And those guys want to get paid. you know, they want to get paid. So
But
then you got Marquise Brown, and you also have Juju Smith-Schuster. What are those guys going to do? No, I understand. They're not. They're
no, and it's not that. It's kind of like they iffy. Like
no.
you're looking at it
I'm
like,
saying I wouldn't sign them. I'm that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I
yeah,
wouldn't.
not
But
they
they would.
Patrick Mahomes favorites. They
Yeah,
click with Patrick Mahomes.
that's why I keep saying all these things. All these things
Yeah.
together with no
Oh,
Patrick
but we
Mahomes.
can talk about the other part that's big too.
What is that?
Okay, so somebody gonna offer Spags a job, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like every year he's been like, okay, well, do you want to coach? Do you want to lead a team? Blah, 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 blah. Because he's a hell of a defensive coordinator.
No, agreed. Agreed.
So I believe in him with that defense, with them piecing things together. But if they
So
lose Spags, man, that's big, bro. Oh,
so
that's
this
big.
so I want to answer the question: what does next year look like for the Kansas City Chiefs? New and unfamiliar. That's
Yeah,
exactly what it's going to look like. New and
yeah.
unfamiliar. And I agree with you, Jones. I think they're gonna take some butt whippings they ain't felt in a long time. And they might turn quicker on their team than they think. It's all fun and games when you win the championships and in the Super Bowl. But we also got to give it and remember a time that the Patriots went through their little downfall and Hall too, where they didn't make the playoffs and then flipped around and then they came back and lost a few championships and then won a few. Okay. So I'm not off the bandwagon yet, but if some key pieces like you guys say, no Spags, no Big Red, Andy Reid, yeah, yeah. I don't know, man.
Listen, I'll say this, because we've had this conversation a few times, right? Because we've said, is it the players or is it coaching, right? And it's a combination of both, right? Because we've seen, and no matter how we really feel about, the Chicago Bears as a whole, with Ben Johnson being there, I think they're now 10-4, right? And that's a huge upgrade from what they had last year. And then, no disrespect to Coach Mayo, but, Mike Vrabel came in there to the Patriots, and they went from zero to hero real quick, right? So, and not changing a whole lot. And to tell you the truth, the Patriots don't really have a number one option outside of Boutte. Since you didn't like the way I said it last time. So I figured I'd spice it up a little bit.
Booty.
But that's what I said last time. You didn't like what I said. So
Booty, man. That's what they call them. Booty.
So they still need a few things, but coaching matters, right? And if you have that type of overhaul, the dynasty just might be done if they don't get the coaching piece correct. If those pieces do leave.
Got you. So that goes on to our next question. Pieces, right? I don't know if you guys saw the Emirates game, which is the tournament in the NBA, over the weekend. That was a heck of a game that came on, right? And it was between OKC and the Spurs. It was a pretty good game. Ended up going down to the wire. And it begs to answer my question on, is OKC versus the San Antonio Spurs, is that a preview of the Western Conference Finals? And I'll start with you, Coach Josh.
Oh, it could be. It's highly likely that it could be. Because, man, we looking at Wemby in real time. Just them little minutes the other night made a big difference. And OKC is loaded. And I know me and you, Marcus, we've been talking about this. OKC, they gonna probably get desperate soon if things start to look like somebody may have a grip on their championship trophy with all them draft picks. They gonna make a move. And they got the pieces, they got the draft picks, they got the money. So Um, the Spurs look good. I mean, man, we talking about Fox, Wemby, Castle, who Barnes playing like a good veteran. Hey, bruh. And you know who I wish they would have had right now? That probably like that Chris Paul, bruh. Like, cause you know Wemby gonna miss a couple games more. They gonna sit him out a little bit. And you need a little veteran leadership, bruh. That wouldn't be too bad for them, man.
I'm gonna give Jones the floor because he shook his head really
Man,
hard.
I mean, bro,
Really
this
hard when you said Chris Paul. What? Explain that to me, Jones. I want to hear this.
Listen, we just had a conversation about CP3, right? And what he is doing to a locker room at this big age. He fractured the current locker room so badly that they had to send him home early, right? And the thing about leadership and mentorship, right? It's got to be done correctly, especially when you're talking about young guys and this new age, new generation, right? So the way that we were coached hard, and the way that we may have talked to people when we were coming up, you can't do that with this new generation now, right? So the way CP3, from what I understand, is coming at folks may not be conducive to creating a good environment to help mold and perpetuate this young talent with the Spurs, right? So I hear you. I understand.
He always did well with young teams.
Well, so here's the thing, though, right?
You know what?
Go ahead.
Give me 1 second. I agree with Coach Josh on this. Favorite uncle. I agree with him. And I do that because we seen him go into OKC on a young roster and take over that team and lead them exactly. I don't think Fox is ready. I don't think Fox has enough season in him, especially in the playoffs, in a long playoff push, for him to have that mental fortitude to do what's necessary. And then everybody else around him is young. They are all young. He's the elder statesman besides Cornette. And, Cornette was just an average role player. So,
I don't even think De'Aaron Fox should have been on that team. I think De'Aaron Fox was on his way to being a star in the league, and him going to the Spurs, that's Wemby's team, right? So now he has to take a back seat in a different type of role with the Spurs. To be honest with you, I thought it looked good on paper, but now that I'm seeing it play out in real time, it doesn't look good. And I don't think it was a good fit for De'Aaron Fox, nor do I think it's a good fit for Wemby and his development. So, but I mean, you can take that with a grain of salt.
No, I got you. So, answer the
question.
We'll
see how far they get, though.
Yeah. So, the question at hand.
Yeah. So the question at hand, OKC versus Spurs. I could see that happening, but if they were going to go head to head, it's going to be OKC, and I say that for one reason and one reason only. SGA is getting the Kansas City Chiefs treatment. You can't breathe hard in SGA's direction, or they call a foul. He can trip over his own feet. They're gonna call a foul on a bench player who was 30 feet away from him, right?
James Harden.
Listen, and you brought up James Harden. James Harden was killing the game when he was getting to the free throw line 13, 14 times a game, and he was able to boost those numbers. And this is exactly what I was going to get to, right? So if you can get him to the line, 13, 14 times a game, right? And he's, already putting up 20, 25 by himself in regular play. I mean, he's going to average 30 plus points a game. And those points are the points those are the sneaky points, right? That people don't calculate throughout the course of a game that gives you a competitive edge. So until they start calling the game properly or equally for their opponents, OKC is going to run away with this thing until the NBA decides that they know. Because it feels like they're trying to make SGA the face of the NBA.
So
Go ahead.
Let me pause you. Did you watch the game this weekend?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it.
Okay. I agree with you until I watched that game. The NBA knows, and when I say the NBA, I mean every NBA team knows when Wemby's in the game, don't go to the rack. They were letting him go to the rack, but he would not shoot it because Wemby was in the paint. Like he was trying everything. I guess they had talked to Wemby, stay on your feet, don't leave it, just get your hands up. You 7'9" with your arms out, right? So he affected that game. Only played 20 minutes. Let's remember that. Only played 20 minutes and affected that game. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish, and then I'll add my.
Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. The only thing that gives me pause, and this is something that our favorite uncle said earlier in the podcast series, right, is the fact that Wemby's health is a concern, right?
Agreed.
Because I believe he is, and this is playing out right now, right? Because he's on, a minute count and everything else. I think he's in between 20 and 25 minutes right now.
Yeah, he is.
So. And do me a favor, drop us down to the bottom real quick so we can see the graphic. That man is unguardable. You got another 7-footer guarding him, right? And he's still rising above two defenders.
7'2".
Yeah, and it's easy work, right? Look at that. Like he's focused, he's locked in. It don't look like they're bothering his shot at all, right? So, when I said earlier, I believe, he's hands down could be the best player in the NBA. I mean, with his skill set, and you can't teach, what is he, 7'4", 7'5", 7'6"? Yeah.
7'6" now. He grew over the summer, they said.
Yeah, you can't teach 7'6". So,
Agreed.
yeah, so I would like it to be San Antonio. But me putting my biases aside and understanding the landscape and understanding, his health history, I would give it to OKC, knowing all of those factors.
Here's what I say. That Emirates Cup game was fun. I feel there's a few teams out there that we got to really take a hard look at. You got the Rockets and you got the Nuggets. I feel like both the Rockets and the Nuggets give different matchup problems to each one of these teams, especially the Spurs, and they are a hard defensive team when they play OKC. But if this was to be the Western Conference Finals, I'm going with the Spurs if the young fella's healthy. If he's healthy and on the floor and playing 25 plus minutes, I got him. And I do feel like it'll be a fun series to watch. Couple guys in the chat. I was just speaking about the Nuggets. That is correct. I do feel like the Nuggets are going to play a pivotal part in if these two can make it to the Western Conference Finals. So will be the Houston Rockets, in my opinion. With that being said, let's go to another subject that is a downer as well. As you guys know, over the weekend, not only did Patrick Mahomes go down, but another key individual went down as well, and Michael Parsons. I know there's one person down there in Jerry's world who's happy as hell because he said that at the beginning of the season, and that's why you don't pay players. I don't know if he saw this coming, but it makes him look like a genius, right? And that begs my question is, with Parson hurt, how far can the Packers really go? And I'll start with you, Coach Josh.
I think that just helped the Bears. The only way that I see that Green Bay excels off of this is if that offense just starts to just be just immaculate. And with Love being up and down, I don't see it.
So how
But
far? How far do you have them going? Just making the playoffs as a wild card or what?
Because what's the record right now?
9-5, right? No, 9-4-1. 9-4-1. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yep, I got them going. I got them going to the playoffs. But that's about it. And it's because of the shaky offense. But if they start putting up points, because this is where your head coach gonna be like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to just be tall in the shootout. Because Parsons was big for that defense.
Yeah,
He
I was
was.
gonna get. I actually was gonna get to that on my point. Dude had 12.5 sacks. 12.5 sacks. The next closest dude to him had 7.5 sacks. And then the next dude
and he was
after
kind of
that
banged up.
had 2.5. So he made a big instance and get into the quarterback. Now, I don't know if they can make it to the quarterback. So that begs to differ. Can their defense hold up? And can, like you say, that offense get it popping and rolling? And unfortunately, I don't believe in it. But if you take a look at their last 3 games, which I was taking a look at, the most important game of all those games is this game this weekend, where they go play at the Bears, which I believe is going to be they're going to get banged up because they're going to play their hearts out. And then right after that, you got to go and play on Saturday and play the Ravens. And I don't who themselves are going to be in a shootout, but not with somebody they're familiar with. So, I mean, I don't necessarily know. And then after that, they got to go to the Vikings, who I feel like the Vikings are trying to play spoiler to each and every one. And, you might get 9 or whatever he calls himself with his RP ego. JJ might throw interceptions. I don't know. But in that same sense, you don't really know. But I'm just saying. Jones, what you got?
No, I like that. You said you might get 9, or you might just get JJ McCarthy throw it away. Listen, you don't know who gonna show up. You got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
For real,
it's crazy how the NFL is showing up. And one thing that I thought we was going to talk about today that we didn't talk about was Phillip Rivers coming back and got crazy.
Next week. I want to give him another week. I say that because he didn't play bad, but I want to see what week 2 looks like after you get hit a few times because he took some.
Yeah, I mean, but there were so many other options out there, man. They couldn't even get Cam Newton. Right?
We'll get.
We can get. Yeah. I digress. So,
that's the word of the. Okay, so y'all didn't say that all this podcast. No, it came out.
So, with Micah Parsons being hurt, many of the analysts believe that with him being gone, the Super Bowl contention is over, right? Marcus, even when they got Micah Parsons, that was the piece that you thought that was going to take them over the top to make that Super Bowl run, right? Now that he is out, even with him, they're exactly where I thought they were going to be with him. Okay, you were talking about wild card. I think they get into the playoffs. I think they're one and done. Right.
I do feel like if he was there, because he was coming on, no lie.
No, sure.
I felt like they win that division with him, but I don't necessarily know if they win it now. So.
Yeah, but now you got lack of quarterback pressures because everybody. I mean, you brought up 12.5 sacks, right?
Yeah.
But you're also looking at the indirect factors, right, that affect the course of the game, right? Me being around your ankles, right, being close to you, about to hit you, right? So instead of having an extra second to throw the ball, right, now you got to get it out in like 2.5 seconds or under 2 seconds, right? When you were trying to wait for a play to develop, right? Maybe you were waiting on, a drag to come across the middle, or you were waiting for that deep post corner or sluggo or something to open up. Now you can't. Now you got to take the check down, right? And that's not sustainable in the NFL. You got to have some big playability. So opposing quarterbacks are going to have more time to throw the ball. There's going to be lack of pressure. They're going to have to try to manufacture pressure on the quarterback now. So now they're going to look at throwing corner blitzes, linebackers, maybe even a safety blitz from time to time to try to pressure the quarterback if they can't get home with 4, right? And I'm not even sure if they're running a 4-3 or 3-4. I haven't really looked at the defense. What are they running right now, you know?
34?
Yeah, that's what they was running, 34, but sometimes it would be depending on what they're going to do with that linebacker.
Yeah, and it also looked like a 4-2 stack. So they bringing people down.
Yeah. So what I'm curious to see, though, is if he has the same effect that T.J. Watt has on the Steelers, right? Because once upon a time when T.J. Watt, when he didn't play, Steelers didn't win, right? Now, I know they won over the weekend with Aaron Rodgers, but, you know, that's far and few in between, right? Because when T.J. Watt doesn't play, normally the Steelers doesn't win.
Yeah.
So I wonder if – now, I will say, you know, Packers were a good team before they got Michael Parsons. But when you have talent like that on your team and you have the ability to kind of start leaning on that talent and then it goes away, because we seen that with Lee Collins 2 weeks ago for the Browns, right? Because we had one of the, you know, top rated defenses in the last 2 games. We couldn't get any pressure and we couldn't stop anybody from running. Pollard had his career game against us. And he was averaging what, 50, 60 yards a game, and I think he ended up putting up 120 plus against us. So it doesn't sound like a lot when you remove a player. You're like, oh well, you know, we still got 10 other guys. Yeah, but those 10 other guys wasn't creating pressure on the quarterback the way that Michael Parsons was. So I think they'll get to the playoffs. I think they'll be one and done. I think, you know, Stephen A. Smith and everybody else, you know, be talking about the Packers like Dallas here soon. Right, they got all this talent, can't get it done.
Gotcha. So that leads us to the last question. You guys know the Patriots and the Bills played each other.
Hold on, real quick. Where do you fall with the Packers?
One and done. One and done. They missing the guy that made them unique. So and just I don't know. I just don't have any faith in them right now. So, but move to our next topic, which is the Bills and the Patriots. They played each other. Bills had a 2-game lead, blew a 21-point lead, and now have a 1-game lead. And so that begs the next question. And who do you believe in, or who do you feel is going to win the AFC East? Is it the Bills or it's the Patriots? I'll start with you, Jones.
Yeah, so, I mean, you talked about it, right? So when I was looking and going back in between games and whatnot, you know, like you said, you know, Drake May looked really good. They were up 21-0. Everyone, even including me, thought it was a wrap. I think there were fans in the stands, you know, taking TikToks and Instagram stories saying that, you know, Patriots have arrived, and then, you know, you change the channel and it goes to commercial and you come back and the game's over and it's 35-31. And, you know, I think we talked about it last week, right? Because we had talked about how soft the schedule was with the Patriots. And Josh Allen, I think you remember this when we were in the military, Marcus. You know, you got these guys that, oh, yeah, you think you're doing something? Hold my beer. Hold my beer, right? And Josh Allen showed why, you know, he's a top-tier competitor, a top-tier talent. Josh Allen is very special and unique in a way. The fact that he can lead his team to victory when he has Keon Coleman as a top tier talent.
Who didn't come off the field the other day? Who didn't come off the field the other day?
He didn't have no catches worth the wild.
What side do they run to? What side do they run to when they running the ball?
Their best offensive line. Their best offensive line side. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Man, stop there, bro. Stop, bro. Man, y'all gonna stop playing him like he
Because
just nothing,
Keon
bro.
Coleman the last couple of weeks had as many catches as you, me, and Jones put together. Stop.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, so I mean, he does what the point I'm trying to make, and I knew I was poking the bear there a little bit, but the point I'm trying to make is this: there isn't anybody on their wide receiver core that you would want to trade for on your teams, right? Marcus, you're a Ravens fan. Would you want to trade anybody that you have on your receiving core for anybody on the Bills?
I might trade. No, fuck, no.
Yeah, no, not at all. What about you, Coach? Anybody on the Saints that you would trade any of their receivers?
The receiving core, just receive. We talking about receivers.
We talking about
you know they
receivers.
got some pretty good tight end.
Yeah, we're not talking about tight end.
Yeah, so I mean, nah. So because they just some blue collar lunch pail people.
Yeah, so when Josh Allen shows up, it's time to go to work. And at any given point in time, no matter what the score is, Josh Allen is able to come back and get a victory. I mean, I remember last season, I forgot who it was against, but he ended up scoring 6 touchdowns, throwing for 6 touchdowns himself, right? So, if you get Josh Allen some premium talent, man, I'd like to see what that looks like. Because Josh Allen doesn't have a T. Higgins or a Jamar Chase or a Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce combo, right? He's really out there pulling this team together and willing them to victory. So, in my opinion, I'm taking the Bills.
I'll take this next answer. As much as I want to believe in the Bills, that defense is gonna fail them. It's an issue. Like, it's a serious issue. We shake our head. They were up. I mean, they were down 21-0. And that was against Drake May, who has no serious weapon. And more than likely, I feel like the Bills need them to lose twice in this next 3 games. And I don't think they lose. I don't think they lose twice. And the Bills needed that to happen. I do think the Ravens are going to beat them, but I don't see them losing the next 2. So they got, I think, the Jets and the Dolphins, and they might not be playing Tua. So, yeah, I don't see it. What about you, Coach Josh?
First of all, Jones, if it's anybody not named Lamar Jackson, that boy Marcus gonna hate on them people, man.
No, I didn't say
told
anything.
y'all last week. I told y'all last week. Josh Allen is lucky this year. He got all the Kansas City mojo.
No. I never seen Kansas City blow a 20. I mean, Kansas City be down 21 and win it, except for in that playoff against the Texans.
Man, them people say, man, that dude got 4 quarter wins this year, man.
Yeah, but sooner or later that comes up and catches you. It bites you in the end.
mean, man, we said the same thing about Kansas City sooner or later, and it took a whole nother year.
No,
I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm
gonna tell you this.
I don't have faith. That defense is not good. I'm talking.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't see them winning the division. I don't see them winning the division.
Yeah.
But if them people got to meet up in the playoffs in the first round, man, you better take the Bills.
No, but here's the thing.
Josh Allen better take the Bills on your parlay.
He needs to be at home to win, I feel. If they don't win the division, I don't think he makes it. I'm
going to tell you this, bro. Man, that dude is lucky this year. I'm saying this year. He's lucky.
He's lucky, but giving up 21 points, that's not the first time. They did it to the Ravens. They did it.
Man, that dude got 4 quarter wins this year, man.
It sounds good, but you also know when you get into the playoffs, it's a different type of game. They don't have anybody that stretches the field that you worry about.
Then he trending again. then he trending again to be the NFL MVP.
No,
Don't let him win out.
That's going Matt Stafford.
Man, don't let Josh Allen win out. He gonna win the MVP.
He's gonna win out, but the MVP is gonna
He's gonna be the
Matthew
MVP.
Stafford. Wow. Matthew Stafford is showing you he's the dude.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford is the favorite.
What did you just say?
So no Drake May? Drake May's not in the conversation?
Nah, he messed it up when he lost.
What did you just say, Marcus?
What?
What did you and Jones just say?
About what?
Nobody trading for no receiver with the Bills. Man, like so that means that Josh Allen doing all of that by himself.
Nah, he's not. Cook is cooking too. Like, stop acting like. See, I'm not disagreeing with you. No, I don't like how you.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's what it's looking like.
When it's Lamar Jackson, the first thing you hurry up is mention is, oh man, he has Derrick Henry. Dog, y'all act like Cook is a scrub. Like y'all act like he's. No, I'm saying when he talks, he acts like Cook is not there. Like it's just Josh Allen running. It's not like Cook had 100+ yards and 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns. No, I'm just saying because you avoid
Marcus. We agreed with you last year that Lamar Jackson probably should have been the MVP.
I'm not worried about that. I'm talking to you in the essence.
And we were saying he was kind of doing it by himself.
No, he's not. Not when your running back has 3 touchdowns, almost 115 yards. That's not by yourself, bro.
Man, hey Marcus, they don't look at it like that.
No. I'm talking about what you said. This is like,
bro.
You said that multiple times.
I'm telling you he's lucky. I'm telling you he's lucky this year.
No, agree. But you also failed to mention that Cook is one of the top 5 backs in the NFL. But anytime you mention Lamar Jackson, you quickly mention King Henry. If you go do one, you gotta do the other, bro.
I agree with you. I'm just telling you how they look at it. And man, we know the difference between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
All I know is I don't feel like the Patriots are going to lose 2 times in these last games. So that's why I fall out on that.
Where you fall at, Coach, real quick?
Yeah.
Me? I believe the Patriots, they most likely going to win that division. But if they got to play the Bills in the first round, Bills.
No, it'll be more likely the Texans.
Yeah, most likely. I can see it. And it's going to be the Bills.
No, the Bills will probably have whoever the winner of Steelers and Ravens are.
Bills.
Nah. But anyway.
I'll end with this, though. If we talk about playoff picture, I'll commend and applaud what the New England Patriots were able to do in the regular season, but postseason is a completely different beast. I don't think that they have enough experience there at the quarterback position to be able to will them to a win. I'm sure they'll get the bye week, but
man, what about the Broncos?
The Broncos are they number 1 seed?
Yes.
Yeah, they only got 2 losses, right?
I don't see them losing again either.
Oh yeah. So. Well, disregard. Never mind. So they'll be 1 and done.
But I'll be forgetting about the Broncos too, so it don't. So
who y'all got? Who you got winning the division, Jones? Patriots, Bills?
Listen, because of the lack of competition, man, it's going to be the Patriots. They're going to win the division.
Yeah. I agree. No. That's why I stand that as well. It'll be interesting when we get to the playoffs. To everybody out there, thank you guys for coming on. Once again, thank Miss Joubert for coming on. PVMU Women's Golf. They on the uprise along with the men. Make sure you guys catch them. They have some out there in Katy. If you get the chance, go out there and support. You guys have a good night. We'll see you again next week. Same back time. How you say it? Same time, same back channel. Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Good night.